Okay, it's time to remove the eggs from Lady. So, or Lady from the eggs, really. Not the other way around. Hopefully she doesn't have anything left in her, but I'm going to have to take her out even if she isn't there because I got to remove the egg box. Oh, she's out. Okay. She better not be eating them, honey. Looks like she might have one or two left in her. Honey, you better not be eating those eggs. Hello. Hi, good girl. You didn't eat your eggs, I hope. That's a good girl. Shh. Just gonna take this. Good girl. Wow, it's heavy. Okay. She was a good mama. You buried your eggs. Good girl. I just hope you didn't pop them. I'll bring this nesting. I know, honey. I'm sorry. I know. I hope you got all the eggs out. I don't know. She's still got scale spreads, so maybe not. Here. Watch your head, darling. I know. Good girl. See, well, I'll come back. I'll look underneath that when I come back. Good girl. But Papa Chaz is right there. Okay, so I'm going to set up upstairs and we're going to count the eggs, see what we got. Alright, we're going to have to make this fast because I'm not sure how much battery power I have on this camera. We're going to see how many eggs and what sort of quality eggs Lady and Chaz gave us. Let's just move that over here. Alan. She did a good job. She buried the eggs. She was out when I looked at her. I'm just hoping she didn't have a snack on top of that. This was very heavy. It looked like there was a lot of eggs in there. Okay, so I already see one coming into focus. These look way better than what Alice gave me the one time. So there's hope that they're fertile. Dang, I can't even get around it. That. Dang, that is very, very well calcified. It's a little... Oh, there's a window on the other side. Let's see. Is that it there? Well, it was sitting this way, so I'm going to assume I can put it that way. I've heard that sometimes it takes a while for the embryo to attach, so put that in there like that. On to the next one. Jeez. When I did Alice's last year, they were all easy to find because they're all hardish, small and hard. But these ones are kind of squishy, so I'm having difficulty telling them apart from the cocoa core. They're almost attached to one another, maybe. Okay, so this one's free. This one's free. I think the substrate is just a little too wet. This one's a little oblong. It's got this protrusion on the back. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, that one has an embryo for sure. See it? So just set that one up right. Like that. Like so. I might have to move these in a bit. I don't want them to roll. Yeah, I'm going to have to, yeah, let's move this over here. Move you over here. They're a little smaller than I thought, so in order to keep them from rolling, I'm going to redistribute this. Like that. We'll just do it long ways. So looks like all of them have some form of window or another. Like that. There's an embryo right there. Wow. It's a lot of webbing. For the most part, they seem to be very well calciumated, or calcified. There you go. There's the word. Calcified. Okay. This one's fully calcified. Yeah, maybe I waited too long. There's the embryo. It's a little loose. I can see it floating in there. Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay, I forgot. The camera's down this way, so... I don't have a flippy screen, so I have to keep looking back around. That's 4. This one, wow, this one's really sluggy looking and feeling, but I see veins. Maybe she just didn't have a lot of calcium in her. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's an embryo down there. So we'll stick it in and see how it fares. I didn't even need the flashlight for that one to see the embryo. Yeah, she moved them around a bit, obviously, because they're kind of all turned. There's the embryo right there. Oh, sorry. Right there. Wonder if that top one was the last one she laid. This one feels really good, actually. But there's a little egg window right there. Oh, wow, the embryo's near the egg window on this one. Okay, yeah, these are stuck together. Please, nothing rip. There we go. I did not know hognose snake eggs could stick together like that, but then that might mean that these didn't turn. I see webbing, but I can't see the embryo. There it is. It's very faint, but it's there. The camera sees it better than I can, actually. Getting coconut fiber all over the place. This one's free. Yeah, I think the substrate was just a bit too wet. Let's take a look. Yep, right there on top. See the little embryo. These all look good, for the most part. I'm going to have to check that first one out again to make sure I didn't miss it. The embryo could be on either side, you know, top or bottom. That whole side is stuck together, so I'm going to go for this one. I wonder if they came out like that. Poor girl. This one's a little smaller than the others from the feeling. We have embryo is right there. This one's going to want to roll because of how it's shaped. The embryo is on the long side or the oblong side. So I want to put it in there like possibly like that. These are all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. These are all connected together. I wonder if it wouldn't be better to just leave them like that. It's another oblong one right there. 5. Yeah, I could just put them in there like that and see how they fare. Oh. Do I have any more? No. These are the first, I've tried to breed. This is my second year trying to breed, and these are the first eggs that I've seen that look good. Alice laid some infertile eggs on when she was 1.5 years old. I was not expecting that because she was never paired with a male. And the second year that when she was like 3 years old, or 2.5, she laid a bunch of eggs that had embryos, but they all looked like this egg. And they didn't last very long in the incubator. So, they all died. And that might have been my fault. I might have not incubated them right. In which case, you live and learn. Or they just might not have been fertile to begin with. Because she was paired with Timothy again this year. And she looks gravid. But she has not laid anything. And it's like day 19. And I'm actually getting kind of scared. So I actually called the vet and said, hey, can we set up a ultrasound? And they said, well, don't you want an x-ray instead? Because that's usually what we use to detect eggs. Even though I've seen ultrasounds used on YouTube for other reptile breeders. I'm went with the vet to, I'm leaving it up to the vet to figure it out. Snake Discovery said these had an odor. I can't smell anything myself. Okay, so we have I might have to separate these after all the embryos are kind of turned. They might have sucked. Yeah, we're going to have to separate them. The embryos might have attached after they got stuck together, or sorry, before they got stuck together, so it's just, okay, that's one. Two. I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't have to be exactly upright facing, but I want to be as careful as possible. I want as many babies as I can possibly get, because I've been cheated out of 2 years of trying to breed. First year I skipped when I could have bred. Second year, Clytie was obviously gravid, but she got egg bound and died. That nearly kept me from breeding at all, because she was my favorite. Oh, these ones are kind of making me nervous. But yeah, I decided to persevere and give it another shot. I was getting worried about Lady because she was not going into the egg box to lay, but she's a first-time mother, so, you know, I've heard it takes them their first time to learn. She actually did a great job, all things considered. This one is mega attached. I don't know if I can safely get this off. Crud. I don't want to break it. They're very leathery feeling. Come on. Gently, gently. Oh. Okay, I thought I saw fluid for a second there. Oh dear. Sweating bullets here. Sweating bullets. Not because it's hot. I did turn off the air conditioning, so it is a little warm, but this is more like anytime I do anything where I'm nervous about the situation, I start to sweat bullets. Come on. Come on. Come on. Can you do any better than that? The one on the left is stretching a bit. The wall that is. I don't want to overdo it. There we go. Thank God. Okay. So that, ooh, see that one? The outside calcification was starting to rip a bit. In fact, I got a little bit of it on this egg here. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. It probably won't. But it's right there. Jeez. Okay, so just to make sure nothing's leaking out of this one. It looks good. Okay. Let's position these eggs. See where their embryos are at and then position them. So just drop that down in there. Yeah, they're supposed to have 5 brackets each. The guy who sold them to me at the reptile show, obviously these were all opened and not individually boxed. He had to fish these out. And he was high, so I should have told him, you know, there's supposed to be 5 when I read the card that was on top that said, hey, it includes 5 brackets, but, you know, he only gave me 4 each. So whatever, this is why you buy in line, but I was in a hurry. Oh. The embryo for this one is like right there. Jeez, that one was hard to see. Right there. The camera actually picks it up better. I should be looking through the camera. Oh, I was wrong. There's the embryo right there. Probably don't need to keep showing it to you guys, but, you know, interesting to see where these things are. That one's kind of dumpy shaped. It's like bigger at the top right, and then it kind of thins towards the lower left. She popped out some weird shaped eggs, but, you know, just how it is. This one has another, I mean, it's good. Maybe she didn't have enough resources in her to complete the calcification or form the eggs completely. So I'm trying to look through the camera now because I can't see this embryo. I think that's it up right here, right where my index finger's waggling. Nice to know. Okay. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 eggs. I'm going to look at this one more time just to make sure I didn't pop it upside down. I'll look through the camera this time to see if I can see the embryo, because I don't see any veining at all. Is that it? Oh. okay. This is just a... Well, I mean, assuming that's not just a bunch of calcification at the top edge there, because it does have a lot of strange calcification on it. That could be the embryo right there. I just don't see that much veining. So I don't know what to think. Actually, I don't see any veining with my own eyes, but the camera's picking something up. Better be careful, that's kind of hot, actually. I'm going to bet you that's just calcification and there is no veining. So what I'm going to do, I expect this egg is probably going to go bad. I'm going to put this one in the lower corner over here. But I'm going to prop it up weird. I'm going to try and prop it so that whatever this is facing up. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that one's fertile. It's a shame. It's a shame she put some resources into, a lot of resources into one that's not fertile, and the one that looks fertile is just, well, you know. I'll roll it back over. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to prop it up like that. You're not supposed to be touching the walls, but I already don't expect that one to really make it. Okay. Let's get this thing into the incubator. Good eggs. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's move these into the incubator. Go past the air conditioner. You know what's really stupid? Right after I turned off the camera filming that last segment, this thing fell over onto the egg bin. Luckily, I had just closed this, and the top seems pretty durable, so nothing happened. But holy crap, it's like the devil's after me. Okay, so these are going to go on the top here. Gently, gently, gently. Of course, more things falling backwards. And I had considered putting the probe in there to see or keep track of the humidity, but come on. Oh my gosh, I can't get this thing. But I'm just going to leave it in there for overall humidity. Plus, I don't really trust that it's been out in the open this whole time. I don't want to introduce like mold or something into this freshly cleaned bin. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to have to mark it later because I don't have any sticky notes. And, yeah. Hatch date is set 50 to 55 days from now. Hopefully I'll have some good news then.